Great. Hello. Welcome to my channel. Hi, my name is Caitlin, for those of you who are new here, which is probably everybody. Nice to meet you. I'm talking really low because I'm outside and it's so quiet. And I really hope you can hear me, or else this entire thing is gonna be a waste. So I'm currently in Florida. We're just gonna do our makeup outside today because it is a beautiful day and I'm so grateful that it's so sunny and warm and I get to be outside in a tank top. Are you kidding? Also, this shirt, super soft. It's like a little square neck tank top situation from Target. But yeah, today I'm just gonna be doing my makeup and kind of talking about OT and why I chose occupational therapy as a major and why I went back to school and all that, and also how my program works, because I mean, I already knew that it was not a very traditional program that I'm in. It is a weekend program, but like now that I've gone through fieldwork and have met other students in like traditional programs, they were all kind of like blown away at like the setup of my program. So I'm just gonna explain it as I'm doing my makeup, and also just sharing a little bit about myself so we can get to know each other. Usually I'll start with this. It's the Laneige lip mask. Also, all of my products, you're gonna notice a lot of them, the labels are literally no longer on the container because I have had this shit for that long. I just like don't really do my makeup a whole lot. And if I do, it's like super simple and quick. I just like personally hate the feeling of makeup or like anything on my face other than what I'm about to do right now. It drives me fucking nuts. I can't do it. I always do my eyebrows first, and I always start with the, what is this? It's brow glue. NYX brow glue. It's like a tinted one. I don't know. I just like it because I use less like pencil product when I use this. Sorry, this part requires me to focus a little bit more. And usually too, before I get to this part, usually like if my eyebrows aren't like trimmed or plucked or anything like that, I'll do that real quick before. But I did that yesterday, so I don't need to do that. Twist it on, go back and forth. I don't know, I don't really have a method. I kind of just slap it on there and fix it later. And also the reason I do, I mean, not that it really matters, I don't know if anyone actually cares, but the reason that I do my lip mask first is because I don't know why my lips are always like super fucking dry for no reason. So that just gives them a little bit more moisture as I'm like applying other products before I actually do my lip. But yeah, my program, I guess I'll just like start from the beginning. So I started college initially in 2019. I initially went to school with the intention of doing physical therapy, but I also was kind of like, not that I wasn't like sure that that's what I wanted to do, but I was very much like, oh, like that looks cool, like I want to do something healthcare, but like I also get kind of queasy, so like I don't want to be a nurse, I don't want to be a surgeon, a doctor, no. So I was like, you know what, PT, that's pretty fucking cool, like let me go do it. So I got in. My undergrad was in medical and health humanities, which I love my undergrad so much. It really, honestly, like kind of shaped me into the, I guess, advocate that I am for healthcare, just because, or like for patients, and you know what I mean. But it was very much like humanities, like social justice and healthcare over really like century, social determinants of health and like stuff like that. And for those of you who are unfamiliar with OT, occupational therapy very much focuses on social determinants of health. But like back then I didn't really know. It was like a 3+3, so I did my 3 years of undergrad, but then I was like, you know what, something like in my gut is just telling me PT is not for me. Like, I don't really know what's for me, but I just feel in my gut it's not PT. I ended up dropping the PT program before I even got to grad school. I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna finish my undergrad and figure it out later. Then I wanted to do massage therapy, and I was like, oh shit, that's cool. Like medical massage, I could get certified, do lymphatic drainage, all that types of stuff. And yeah, I don't know, that was kind of my plan. Like, I applied to massage school, I got in, and then I was literally walking through my college campus just like randomly, and I saw Jenna and Madison, who are two of my best friends that I met in college. But at this point in my life, like, I hadn't really seen them for maybe like a year. Like, it was kind of a long time. So I was like, I don't know, like, it's been a while, but like, I'll stop and say hi. Madison was in my undergrad with me for the PT track. She made it to grad school, unlike me. And she was like freaking out, and she was like, I'm literally dropping PT, I'm gonna do occupational therapy. And I was like, oh my god, like, slay. And Jenna was like, no, like, we have a weekend OT program. And I said, weekends? Count me the fuck out. I was like, absolutely not, are you kidding? Shortly after, I met with my advisor, who is now my advisor for OT, and she was explaining that a lot of people like the weekend program because it allows students to work full-time and work towards getting their second bachelor's and their master's for OT, which after I heard that, I was like, oh, okay, like, that makes a lot more sense. And I don't know, after thinking about it a while, I was like, you know what, ultimately I'm gonna go back to school for something. Realistically, not that this is the only reason I went for OT rather than massage therapy, but I was like, okay, like, realistically, what has like the most longevity? What can I see myself doing? Like, what can I do the most with? And also, realistically, massage therapists don't always make a good amount of money, you know? I mean, like, there's some OTs that also don't make, but regardless, like, those are just like factors I was thinking of. So I was like, you know what, fuck it, like, I'm just gonna do it because OT is sounding phenomenal. It is a choice that I do not regret in the slightest. I'm so grateful. If you were to tell me 3 years ago at this point in time, like at this point in the year, like, that I would be on, like, entering my second round of fieldwork and I'm about to graduate with my master's, like, I would like, I would think you're fucking nuts, like, to be honest. It's just crazy to think about, like, how life works out sometimes when, like, you least expect it. And, like, had I not gone to OT school, my life right now would be completely different. Okay. I finished my eyebrow, so now I can focus. Yeah, I literally am a mess. I just do everything with my fingers. I don't care. I think that's blended. I'll fix it later if it's not. Yeah, so that's how I got into OT. And I guess basically now I'll talk about the program itself and what that looks like. Because like I said, I am in a weekend program, so it is very different from a traditional program. Like, so all of our classes were on weekends only, every other weekend. And when it was a class weekend, it would alternate between online and in person, which was very nice because it did save us a lot of hassle when it came to traveling and all of that. So for undergrad, it was all like theory and kind of like giving you all of that base knowledge of like, what is OT, where does it come from, the different types of theories and stuff behind all the things that we do and reasonings for choosing different like interventions and stuff for different people and different populations and conditions and all that. Our professors were always really good about giving us resources and PowerPoint presentations that like we were able to download and save and write notes on. Like a lot of that information like I still have. We also made vision kits, which I'm definitely going to be using on my next round of fieldwork. I'm going to be at an outpatient neuro and ortho clinic. They do like a lot of concussions and stuff like that, so for sure gonna be using it, which is very nice. And then for peds, my professor that I had made us another binder, which I just finished my peds rotation for fieldwork, and I referred to that binder so much, like literally for everything, for the different types of grasps and all of that. Like just, it's so nice knowing that like this program has professors that actually give a shit and like want students to do well versus other programs that I've heard of where it's very competition and it's very much like, all right, let's see who can last type of thing, you know? So super supportive. Oh, I hate when I do this. This like rarely ever happens to me, and of course it happens when I'm trying to like talk and record myself doing makeup for like the only time in my life. This video, if it's teaching me anything, it's that I can't fucking multitask. Sorry, not good at it, not happening. Also, by the way, I didn't even mention, this is like a random like $1 elf curler. I don't know, I got it probably honestly from Dollar Tree or Target. And then this mascara, I actually, now that I'm looking at it, wow, that's like really good. I just bought this yesterday. It's the CoverGirl Lash Blast Bond mascara. So this is the, like I said, no label, because I think I literally got this in high school. The Milk Makeup highlighter stick in the shade Lit. This was the only one they had when I bought it. I don't know if there's other shades, but that's one that I use. Also got recently this Rare Beauty liquid blush. So what I'm gonna do, scrape off the excess, because I tried it in the store and came like a lot came out. So I'm just gonna put some where I want to be a little rosy, because although I'm in Florida, I'm not sun-kissed yet.
And I kind of just, I'm gonna blend it out. And again, there's no real in my face as best as I can.
This is in the shade Hope. A very good product. I also love Rare Beauty. Fun fact, Rare Beauty, which if you're unfamiliar, it's Selena Gomez's makeup line. I know for sure her perfume. I don't know about her other products. I mean, like looking at this, like if you had a different grasp, you certainly could like untwist it. So maybe it's like all of her products. I'm honestly unsure, but I know her perfume, the big bottle, it's like a little, it's like this big, and you can like press it down. And if you have like a different grasp or like mobility limitations, like you can still spray perfume like pretty easily. And that bottle was designed by hand therapists, hand OTs, which is super cool. I was gonna do a lip liner. I'm not going to. If I do a lip liner, it's these Sachu lip liners. This one's in pinked. Yeah, I just kind of put it on really carefully. Learned that the hard way. And leave it on until it's dried. I don't know, usually a few minutes, and then peel it off. And I'll usually put either this Tarte lip plumper that I really like in the shade Honeysuckle, or I have this e.l.f. lip oil, which like honestly, save your money on the Dior lip oil. Like I truly don't get the hype. Like, I do and I don't. Like, I tried my friends and I liked it. It was good, but it's like not super different from this one in my opinion. That's just my opinion. That's just a hot take. I'm also gonna use this perfume. I've been using this today and it smells fucking phenomenal. It's Karma from Lush. It's giving patchouli, it's giving citrus, vanilla. Like if you like warm, like rich scents, that's a good one. Like if you like the smell of incense, I should say, because it is kind of like a, not everyone would like it scent, but I love it. So yeah, that is my summer slash everyday makeup look, I guess. But I'm trying to think what else I could say about the weekend program that I haven't said already. I guess the format of the class, the days are pretty long, I will say that. It's from 8 to 5, but like also if you're used to working like a 9 to 5 type job or just like any job regularly, it honestly isn't that bad. It's always broken down into 2 halves. So Saturday and Sunday. So Saturday would be 2 classes and then Sunday would be 2 classes. So say like for example, I'm just gonna name 2 random classes because I don't remember. Say we had Intro to Occupational Science and Neuro and Professional Behaviors or something like that. So Saturday would be Introduction to Occi, and then Neuro, like the lecture, and then Sunday, half and half would be Neuro lab and then Professional Behaviors class. So the first half of the day is from 8 to 12. We get a lunch break from 12 to 1, and then the second half of the day is from 1 to 5. And they're also like super flexible. Like we've had classes outside, we've had tons of guest speakers. So it really is like, they do really treat it exactly like a traditional class, just with a different format. So now that we're on fieldwork, that is the most difficult part about it, is because when you enter into the weekend program, you're, you know, not under the impression, because they do tell you that like fieldwork, when it gets to fieldwork time, it is kind of like working a full-time job for free. Me and Madison in the program with me, both of us did quit our jobs. Not too sure about the other 2, but yeah, we did quit our jobs because fieldwork is essentially a full-time job for free, which honestly sucks. It really does, but you learn so much. Like I just finished my first round of level 2 fieldwork and it was a lot, don't get me wrong, and it was a non-profit, so like it was a lot of extra work because like they want students there to kind of like be the therapists almost. Like I don't know if I'm like explaining that well, but like I really did learn so much, and like during it I experienced the most anxiety I have ever experienced in my life. And like, did it push me to the point of getting medicated? Yes. However, I needed it anyways, so I can't say it enough. Like, you literally learn so much, and like the connections you make with people, and like the clients too. The progress that we saw in these kids over the course of fieldwork. There were 2 camps and also 1 boot camp that ran while I was there, and I cannot stress to you enough like how hard-working these kids are. Like as little as 2 years old, like showing up every single day. I mean, not that they really have a choice because they're 2, but like showing up every single day, working so hard, like whether they're like having a bad day or not. Like I learned so much, like just from the kids alone. My supervisor was phenomenal. All the students I was with as well were amazing to work with. Out of the 8 students initially, 2 were speech therapists or speech students. The rest were OT, and all of them were in traditional programs besides me, and so I kind of found myself explaining the weekend program quite a lot in the beginning because like it's so interesting and everybody is curious like how that works and how you manage your time and how you're able to work a full-time job and do school on the weekends and also still somehow have a social life. Like it's a lot, but it definitely taught me value in planning and just like always having things to look forward to. So my camera died and then I recorded like a whole 2 minutes of me talking before I realized my audio was horrible. So this is the finished makeup look. Essentially what I was finishing up saying is like this program, although very challenging, and just occupational therapy in general is so challenging, but like this whole experience, this format has taught me so much, and I'm also so grateful I am getting to do it with one of my best friends that I met my literal freshman year of college. Like that is such a full circle moment, and the fact that we're getting to graduate again together is like wild to me. This program has honestly taught me so much just about myself, about occupational therapy in general, and like all of the different varieties of it, and I'm sure I don't even know all of the varieties of it. Like it's literally endless. If you're in school right now, or if you're not, if you're working, or if you're just living and surviving, take time for yourself. Self-care is so important, and no matter how busy you are, there's always time, there's always room to make time for yourself. So yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you for watching.